Hello, UTs. Welcome back to our channel where we explore the colorful and fascinating world of English idioms. These phrases and sayings may seem strange at first, but they are an integral part of the English language and are used widely in everyday conversation. Whether you're a native speaker or a language learner, understanding idioms can add depth and nuance to your communication. So join us as we unravel the meanings behind some of the most commonly used idioms and learn how to use them correctly in a sentence. Let's dive in. Break a leg. This idiom is used to wish someone good luck, usually before a performance. For example, good luck on your presentation today, John. Break a leg. Cost an arm and a leg. This idiom means that something is very expensive. For example, I can't believe how much that new car cost me. It must have cost an arm and a leg. Bite off more than you can chew. This idiom means to take on a task that is too difficult for you. For example, I'm not sure if I can handle this big project by myself. I think I may have bitten off more than I can chew. Bite your tongue. This idiom means to stop yourself from saying something that might be impolite or hurtful, such as, I was about to say something mean, but I bit my tongue just in time. Hit the nail on the head. This idiom means to say or do something that is exactly right. For example, your explanation of the problem was spot on. You hit the nail on the head. In the doghouse. This idiom means that someone is in trouble or in bad favor with another person. For example, I am in the doghouse with my wife because I forgot our anniversary. Couch potato. This idiom refers to someone who spends a lot of time watching TV and is lazy. For example, my brother has become a real couch potato ever since he got laid off. Wild goose chase. This idiom is used to describe an unnecessary or fruitless pursuit. For example, I've been on a wild goose chase looking for that book. Rain on someone's parade. This idiom means to spoil someone's plan or dampen their mood. For example, I didn't mean to rain on your parade. I was just trying to be honest. Put all your eggs in one basket. This idiom means to put all your resources into one thing rather than spreading them out. For example, it's not wise to put all your eggs in one basket. You should diversify your investments. In the same boat. This idiom means that people are in the same situation, facing the same problems. For example, we are all in the same boat trying to find a job during a recession. When pigs fly. This idiom means that something is impossible. For example, you'll be able to afford that mansion when pigs fly. Over the moon. This idiom means that someone is very happy or excited. For example, she was over the moon when she found out that she got the job. On the ball. This idiom means that someone is aware of what's happening and is able to respond quickly. For example, I'm glad you're on the ball because this situation is changing quickly. Under the weather. This idiom means that someone is feeling unwell, such as, I'm not feeling well, I must be under the weather. See eye to eye. This idiom means that people agree on something. For example, it's rare that my boss and I see eye to eye. Kick the bucket. This idiom means to die. Example, I'm sorry to hear that your grandfather kicked the bucket last night. Hit the books. This idiom means to study, such as, I have to hit the books if I want to pass this exam. Throw in the towel. This idiom means to give up. For example, I was ready to throw in the towel, but then I got some encouraging words from my coach. Barking up the wrong tree. This idiom means to make a mistake or to misidentify a problem. For example, if you're looking for information on that topic, you're barking up the wrong tree. Try looking in this section. Cry over spilled milk. This idiom means to be upset about something that has already happened and cannot be changed. For example, there is no use crying over spilled milk. Just focus on cleaning it up. Bend over backward. This idiom means to do everything possible to help someone, such as the company bent over backward to ensure that the customer was happy. Break the ice. This idiom means to start a conversation or to make people feel more comfortable with each other. For example, that joke really broke the ice and helped the meeting to become more relaxed. Burn the candles at both ends. This idiom means to work or play hard for too long, which can lead to exhaustion. For example, if you keep burning the candle at both ends, you'll run out of energy before the week is over. Call it a day. This idiom means to stop working for the day. For example, it's getting late, let's call it a date and start fresh tomorrow. Catch some Z's. This idiom means to sleep. For example, I didn't sleep well last night, I need to catch some Z's. Cook someone's goose. This idiom means to ruin someone's plan or cause them problems. If you don't start working hard, you'll cook your own goose and fail the test. Cry wolf. This idiom means to make false alarms. For example, don't cry wolf and tell me that you're going to clean your room if you never do. Cut corners. This idiom means to take shortcuts, often at the expense of quality. Example, if you keep cutting corners like this, you'll never finish the project properly. Devil's advocate. This idiom means to argue the opposite side of an issue, even if you don't agree with it. For example, I know you're in favor of the new policy, but can you be the devil's advocate and point out any potential drawbacks? Drive someone up the wall. This idiom means to make someone very annoyed or upset. For example, that constant noise is driving me up the wall. Easier said than done. This idiom means that something sounds good in theory but is hard to actually do. For example, I know you want to quit smoking, but it's easier said than done. Eat crow. This idiom means to admit you were wrong. For example, he refused to eat crow and apologize for the mistake he made, even though it cost him the promotion. Feast or famine. This idiom means that something is either in abundance or in shortage. For example, it's feast or famine when it comes to getting new customers. We either have too many or too few. Give someone the benefit of doubt. This idiom means to trust someone even though there is some uncertainty, such as, I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt and believe that he didn't do it intentionally. Go the extra mile. This idiom means to do more than is required or expected, such as, she always goes out the extra mile to make sure her customers are satisfied. Go through the motions. This idiom means to do something without enthusiasm or commitment. For example, he's just going through the motions. He doesn't really care about the job anymore. Goody two shoes. This idiom means a person who's overly virtuous or self-righteous. For example, he always volunteers to do extra work, but it seems like he's just trying to be goody two shoes. Hang in there. This idiom means to keep trying, don't give up. Example, I know things are tough right now, but just hang in there. You'll get through this. Hit the jackpot. This idiom means to be very lucky and successful. For example, she hit the jackpot when she won the lottery. Hold your horses. This idiom means to be patient or wait a moment. such as, hold your horses, I'll be with you in a minute. Jump the gun. This idiom means to act prematurely. For example, you're jumping the gun. We haven't even had the meeting yet. Keep an eye out. This idiom means to be watchful for something. For example, I'll keep an eye out for your car. I'll text you when it arrives. Keep the ball rolling. This idiom means to keep something going, to keep up with the momentum. For example, it's important to keep the ball rolling to reach our goals. Keep up with the Jonases. This idiom means to try to maintain the same standard of living as others around you, such as, she's always trying to keep up with the Jonases and buy the latest gadgets. Let your hair down. This idiom means to relax and have fun. For example, it's the weekend. Let's let our hair down and enjoy ourselves. Live high on the hog. This idiom means to live luxuriously, such as, he's been living high on the hog ever since he got the promotion. Look the other way. This idiom means to ignore something or to pretend not to notice. For example, I know he broke the rule, but I'll look the other way this time. Make a long story short. This idiom means to summarize a story. For example, I don't want to bore you with all the details, so I'll make a long story short. Throw a monkey wrench. This idiom means to cause problems and disrupt plans, such as, just when we thought everything was going smoothly, he threw a monkey wrench. Thank you for staying throughout the video. We shall see you in the next one. Until then, bye and stay safe.